International Film Festival. I'm here with Ben Sharrock, the director and writer of PIKADERO. Thanks for taking the time. But before we talk, let's just take a look at the trailer.
Gurasokin bizi zira?
Bai. Zu?
Isiltasunean triste jartzen dezu bihotza, iluntzen diguzu gogoa.
Gustoko nazu?
Bakardatea Aizeak negar egiten du, itxasoa mutu gelditzen da zu etortzean, ai gaua.
Zergatik?
Zer dezu isiltasunean.
Nik ere gustoko zaitut.
Oroi arazten nauzu,
Pikaderora eramango duzu?
gu bizi geran mundu hau ere iluna dala. Bildu
Sexua ez da dena,
roto, gaiztakeri da injustizi triste asko, bai badirala, ai gaua.
So you're here with the beautiful film PIKADERO. Can you tell me a little bit what it's about and what was the inspiration behind it?
So the film's about a couple in their late 20s who are just starting out as a couple and they're wanting to nurture their relationship, but they have the pressures of the economic crisis. And basically they are trying to find somewhere to be intimate together. And this place is they're called PIKADEROs, which are basically where people go to have sexual encounters, and they find all of these obstacles along the way of trying to be together and be close because they both live with their parents.
What is your personal connection to Spain? Because I think it's not usual that a Spanish director is doing a film in Spain in Spanish or Basque.
Yeah, so my partner is Basque. We met at film school here in Edinburgh actually, and then I started spending a lot of time in the Basque country. We moved back and forth between there and here, and she's also the producer of the film. And so I kind of naturally got the inspiration for the project when I was there, got the idea, and then it just sort of snowballed from there. And then before we knew it, I was shooting a film in Basque.
But do you speak Basque or how do you direct the film?
I speak
foreign language.
I speak a little bit of Basque, but I understand Basque quite well. So because my understanding's of a certain level, what I did was learn the entire script in Basque, so I pretty much knew all the dialogue off by heart in Basque, so I could follow the dialogue as if I was following it in my own language, almost. And then, aside from that, I had a translator as well, so it wasn't actually too difficult.
Okay, but how difficult was it to get the film financed? Because
yeah,
it's always a problem.
I mean,
with small films.
Yes, I mean we were actually really impatient because we started to go down the route of formally financing the film through public funding and through TV networks and that kind of thing, and we had these kind of meetings and we had interest in the project and it seemed to be quite positive as well, but we also realized that it would actually take us possibly 2 to 3 years to finance the film, and the budget that they wanted to put it at was a lot higher than what we thought we could make the film with. So at that point we had we kind of had everything we needed. We had the crew, we had the actors on board. On the basis of the script, we had the locations, and we were really kind of ready to go. In the end, we just thought, actually, we just want to go ahead and make this film. So we did it on a very low budget, and that was kind of mainly through bit of private investment and a bit of self-finance and a bit of finance from family and friends as well.
It doesn't look like a low budget.
Yeah.
It's very impressive. But would you have done anything differently if you had, let's say, an unlimited budget?
Well, I don't actually think I would have. I mean, I would have liked to have had the time. I think that ultimately what the money would have given us was a bit more time, because we were very limited in, we shot in 18 days, it was a really crazy shoot. We also had a very quick post-production. And I think that had we had that budget, because that's really kind of my style and the way that I wanted to make the film, I think that it would have been very similar, but we just would have had more time to do it.
You have a very special sense of humor and an eye for awkward situations. I love that in the movie. And how do you come up with these ideas?
I don't know, I think it's kind of like, I think a lot of it's observational comedy, so I think it's kind of like, maybe, I think my experience in the Basque Country as well, because I don't fully understand everything. I'm sometimes in situations where I think that I'm understanding what's going on, and then I kind of just make up my own story of what's going on, and I kind of just step outside of situations. And I think that that kind of really helped me sort of build scenes and get sort of inspiration for different bits of dialogue and things like that. But I think also kind of as a root sort of, you know, my kind of influences like Roy Andersson, Aki Kaurismäki, these kind of filmmakers, I think that sort of rooted kind of deeply in my head as well.
Yeah, that was actually the next question I had. What kind of directors did influence you and your work?
Yeah.
So you mentioned.
Yeah, so Kaurismäki, Roy Andersson, actually the first sort of directors that influenced me were, I sort of got into film through studying Middle Eastern cinema. So sort of my early influences were Elias Suleiman, the Palestinian director. His film The Time That Remains was kind of, I think, maybe the film that made me want to start making films. And Erin Colleran's The Band's Visit was a really big influence for me as well.
What about the distribution in Germany? Have you already talked to distributors or?
No, I mean we have international sales, and hopefully we can get some kind of distribution in Germany. I mean we would love to have distribution in Germany. We don't have anything as yet. Yeah, it would be great.
Yeah, I hope so. So, Best International Film in Kiev, together with the Fibreski Award and the Critics' Choice Award in Zurich. Just to name a few awards this film has already won. How does it feel that the film is so well received?
Really amazing, yeah. I think it's been really good. It's been sort of, I think, you know, when we set out to make this film, we did make it on a low budget, and we are kind of, we're the little guys in a way. So it's been really an amazing journey with the film to travel the world with it and go to all these fantastic festivals and then even win awards, you know. So it's kind of like a dream come true in a way.
Yeah. So what can we expect from you in the future? Is there anything you can already talk about?
I do have another feature film in development at the moment. I can't say too much about it, but I am looking at. I'm wanting to look at the refugee crisis as a subject matter. Obviously, it's a very serious subject matter, so I wouldn't maybe treat it with the same level of humour. But I think certainly, you know, I want to try and look at that subject matter with my kind of voice and style.
Yeah. You're based here in Edinburgh, right? Have you had the time to watch any other films at the festival?
Well, I've had a little bit of time in the very beginning, and I saw a few films. I saw a couple of Icelandic films, and I saw another British film from a debut director called Adult Life Skills. Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Really one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Beside your film. Yeah, thanks a lot for taking the time.
No worries.
I'm hoping that the film will succeed in all the countries, UK, and hopefully sometimes in Germany. So.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Okay, thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.